And we have got a serial entrepreneur, Inc. 500 winner, and multiple best-selling author. Give a huge, huge warm welcome to Kevin Daum. Kevin, come on up.
1982, I was awarded my first sales job. My mom knew this guy named Steve Tinsley, and he was kind of this heavy-set character with red hair and a cap and gold chains. And he had this boiler room in Van Nuys, California, where they would sell, this was just after the energy crisis, they would get on the phones every morning and they would sell these chemical additives to these farmers and these truckers out across the country and get them set up as distributors. I don't know why my mom thought that this would be a good thing for me, but I think she thought it was a step up from the theater degree that I was heading for. So she sent me over to Steve and said, here, go work for him. So I spent this summer going into this boiler room. I'd get up at 4 o'clock every morning and I'd drive on over to Van Nuys. And the cast of characters was crazy. I mean, these guys were smoking in there and they were drinking in there. They'd go out and they'd be doing cocaine. And I'm thinking, this is sales. All right. The fact is most people really hate sales. They hate getting out there and approaching people to go talk to them, try and convince them of something. And I, personally, over the years, have just found sales so offensive because of my days back in R&H. I don't want to be called a salesperson. I don't want to be sold. I don't want to be around salespeople. So that's why I became a marketer.
Here to tell us why infomercials are so effective is Kevin Daum. He is the author of Roar, Get Heard in the Sales and Marketing Jungle.
What commercials are really good at with infomercials is getting to the pain right away. One of the things I talk about is companies don't talk enough about empathy today. They just want to sit there and show up and throw up and tell you what they do without connecting to the customer. But the infomercial has always gone for that, right? You remember images of saying, gee, how hard is it to do this? You know, you have a knife that you're trying to use and you just can't seem to make it sharp, so they go after the Ginsu knife. Yep. It's always about connecting you with that pain so that you're attracted and emotionally attached right at the beginning. Because they hit that pain with you at an emotional level, at a visual level, and you go, oh my God, that's me.
Because I want to cut my tomatoes like that.
That's right, exactly. And that's the thing and that's the next thing they do. As soon as they got you wrapped up in that pain, they go, here's the solution, and you go, oh my God, get me one of those, right?
Kevin Daum's here, author of Roar, Get Heard in the Sales and Marketing Jungle.
Well, brand at the end of the day is about popularity, right? I mean, when you look at small companies, brand isn't necessarily important when you're a tiny little company and you're all about your product. What happens is you get to be well known, and essentially that brand starts to carry weight, and of course, Wall Street, who likes to bet on everything and anything, has to take a look and say, is this brand going to actually add value to the business, or is it going to detract?
Sure.
So the Roar method is this. Recognize the type of buyer that you're dealing with. Observe from their perspective. That's the empathy part, right? See it from their point of view. Acknowledge their concerns. You can see it from their point of view, but never actually say to them, I get you. So that's part of the process. You need to help them understand that you actually get it. And then resolve their needs. And that's exactly what we're talking about. It's that issue of non-efficiency. It's that issue of sales. And the whole idea of what I teach in the book is if you use these concepts from a marketing standpoint, you have to do less sales.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You don't have to sell just because the book says you have to sell.
That's right.
Maybe the guy's already bought. You just have to facilitate the order.
So much of sales is focused on trying to get people to break the normal behavior of what they will do. Yeah. The idea is to actually take advantage of the behavior that is natural for them and just spend your time with the people who are actually interested in what you have to offer.
There we go.
That's what marketing is all about. The seeds that you plant today in doing this work and working it consistently with commitment and investment will turn into the very things that are going to kill your competitors down the line. You have to do the homework behind it. To make that process simple, you have to live in that complexity. And when you do, then you will absolutely roar your way to success.